bring yourself to centre of your mat. With the shoulders, take them back and down, and just gently roll the shoulders back. Just nice and easy and relaxed. And then just try to increase that range of motion, bringing the elbows into play here as well. As you start to open out with a breath in, open out through the heart center and down. And again, open out and down. And again, open out and down. So let's take the right shoulder, arm up and back. And again, so just rocking through the feet side to side. Changing arms, so rocking side to side as you bring that arm up and over, so you feel that nice opening of that left side body here now. And release. Take the arms up with the breath in and exhale and bend the knees, hands to thighs, roll the spine, coming up and down. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to thighs, roll the spine, pull belly center in, come all the way up and down. Take a breath in. Exhale. So a nice big opening for spine here. Releasing down. Do that twice more. Stretching a little bit further each time. Pulling belly center in, tucking tailbone under, chin under, and then release as you come up. Extend from the crown of your head and release. And rolling through the spine. And relax it down. Lift up. Just gently just push to the right with your arms, with your hip. Hip goes right and hip goes left. So you're using your hips to guide the motion here. Okay. And then as the hips go right, you're going to bend the knees, come down to the floor and up. Bend, so the hips go to the side, then they switch to the other side. And again. So nice big opening. One more time this way. And then change to the other side. So hips go left, you turn, you come down and up. Left. So if you can get your hands to the floor, that's fine. Keeping the knees soft. So we're looking at all planes of motion here. So we open up through the trunk, through the hips, the knees, the ankles, the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, the neck and the head, and release it down. Let's take your hands to your hips, bring your feet in, touch, extend, get into good posture. So hands on top of your pelvis here. So you're going to push down with the left hand as you lift up with the right, and the heel comes up and release. Same on the other side. So looking at mobility of the pelvis here. And again, lift and down. Lift and down. Lift. Good. So just feel that lower back kind of loosening up here as you do this movement. One more each side, and then release. So take your hips back, come into squat position, take the weight through the heels, reach up, weight even through the feet. As you come forward, push the weight through the heels, have a sense of pulling your thigh bones apart, reaching up and down, pushing back, reaching up down. So as we come up this time, just try to lift with your fingertips a little bit higher, a little further back, and then hips go back. So you're rocking the hips forward and back, up, and then back down. One more time, and lift, and release. Take the arms up and over, and again reach. So a little bit more dynamic this time. Changing, so pressing down and up, down and up. So really loosening up the body for what we're going to be doing today. And release it down. Give yourself a big hug. Roll those shoulders back. Lift up. Stretch the right side. You can take your right foot behind if that's suitable for you. Palm facing towards me, and really open out through that right side. Release. In. Change. And lift. And pressing up, palm facing towards me. Shoulder back. Keep the head up. Good. And then release. And bring it down. Feet a little bit apart, a little wider than hip width apart. And just circle the hips. So your trunk, your torso here should feel nice and warm now. Change in direction. Good. Let's take the feet wide. Nice toe down position. Pressing down. Press the right shoulder. Press the left shoulder. Press the right. And press the left. Bring it center. Feet in. We're going to roll up through the spine. So we're going into roll down push up, and we're going to take that push up into a down dog. Do that push up down dog 3 times and then come back in and then stand. Okay? So come to the edge of your mat here. I'm just going to turn the music down a little bit. It's gone a bit loud, hasn't it? There you go. Right, so shoulders back and down. So knees are soft, get your posture in good alignment there. Take a breath in, lean back, and exhale. As you bring the arms down, tuck your chin in and allow your arms to relax and your body to roll forward. Keep the knees soft. Keep lifting the sit bones up away from you as you lengthen down. Bend the knees as much as you need to get your hands down to the floor or to your shins. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, you're going to walk the hands out. Dropping down to either a box position or an extended position or a full position. For those of you that can do that, get my feet in the right position here. So we're going to do a press up. So if you're in this extended position, shoulders back and down, engage your core, and you just lower your thighs down, and then engage your core and push off the knees, tuck your toes under, lift up, come into down dog. So adjust your feet if you need to, just push, and then release the knees down, and press, pushing up, toes under, and pushing up into down dog. Come forward, drop the knees, press down, toes under, push up into down dog. So that's our 3. So we walk those hands in, drop your knees if you need to, hang loose here, bent knees or straight knees, whatever serves you, and then roll the spine up, just ragdoll yourself up. Shoulders come down, take a breath in, and exhale. Walking down, press, down dog, lower, press, pushing up into down dog, and press and push up into down dog. So from here, we're just going to drop down and come into a side plank position. So we're going to lie on your left side. So bent leg plank if you need to, or straight, one foot slightly in front and pushing up. So whatever position is right for you, keep that shoulder back. Focus on pushing up from here and not trying to pull up from here, okay? So if you need to, you can keep the knees down and do a plank this way, side plank this way. So whatever level is right for you, you can have that top leg out and lift, and you're keeping pushing up from here. Good. And those who want to come into this position here. Last few seconds, and then slowly lower the bottom leg and bring yourself into a clam position. So anytime you want to do a few extra here of the exercises, you can just pause the video and do a few more and then join back in, okay? Good. So into our clam. So feet, knees, hips, shoulders are stacked, and we're just lifting without rolling back. So it's good here to have yourself up against a wall or some kind of support so that it stops you from doing this with your legs, okay? So you're really focusing on this outer hip and thigh here, and lift. So for those that want to move on to the next level, you lift the leg. So we're going to take it down and back up. So you're kind of using your hip as that fulcrum here, and just moving the whole leg as you go down and back up, and then release it down. So we're going to come onto our back now to do a supine heel drop. So we're still working on right leg. So we're breaking everything down, right side and left side. So this position here, bring your right leg up. So engage your core, take your shoulders back and down, and pulling from here, just contract here as you lower that heel. Try to keep the same angle on that knee, okay? And ankle as well. So down and float. So the movement is from your hip. So we're looking at the hip flexion, using the lower abdominal muscles here to really control that. Coming up and back down. And again, so lifting, so really focus on where you're feeling this. So I like to put my hands on my inside of my hip bones here, so you can feel the core muscles. Good, drop it down. And then we're going to come back onto our side. So we're resting now on your bottom arm. Use it as a pillow, both legs. Engage the core, so it's like a reverse side plank, and we're just lifting up, or a half plank really. So we're lifting and down. So make sure that you're resting on that outer thigh, that bottom leg, heels are pushed away, engage the core as you float the legs up and float them back down. So really nice deep core work going on here. Try to maintain your natural curvature on your side, and lift and lower. And again, lift and lower. So you take a rest anytime you need to. Work as slow as you wish. Work at your own pace. You feel the core working a little bit more. Make this your last one though. And we come down. Okay, so we're going to come back onto our back. So roll yourself over. This time, same positioning, but your right leg goes up straight. Okay, engage the core, and then we're just going to use the core to lower, so it's a bit deeper movement of hip flexion and extension here. So we're just lifting up, straight leg. So I don't want you to feel that there's any shift of weight in your buttocks or your shoulder blades. That you could control this up and down from your core. So as we're lowering here, we're just eccentrically working the hip flexors here as well. And you float that leg up. So focus on the joint all the time and float it down. Good. And release. Okay, so we're going to come onto our side. Lie on your other side this time. And we're doing the side plank. So bend to start us off with, engage and lift from underneath here, so your underside, and hold. You can take that arm up, whatever you feel comfortable. You can extend that bottom leg, be in that position. Good, so really focus on pulling up, as if your hands are reaching up to the ceiling and you're just gripping onto something, trying to push yourself up to get a little bit higher. So pushing up from underneath. And if you want to, that bottom leg can come slightly forward or slightly back, whichever serves you. And just really hold that position there. Come down whenever you need to. Keep your elbow underneath your shoulder and in line with your wrist. Nearly there, hang on in there. Good. Bring the arm down and then slowly lower down and come into your clam position. So resting out. And here we go. Opening and closing. So we've got a really nice session today, focusing on core stabilization and strength. A bit more than we would normally do. And again, so lift and lower. So draw those shoulder blades gently in towards the spine, down towards the hips. So you create distance between your ears and your shoulders. Those who want to, drop it down and lift. So feel that internal and external rotation on that hip. Feel those muscles working a little bit deeper inside there now. Feel the core working to stabilize the movement of the hip and release it down. So onto your back, heel drop with the left leg. So bent leg position. Get your position in here, heel nice and flat, and then just down and lift and lower. Good. So feel, put your hands here, feel the core muscles engaging, feel the light tension in there that you feel, supporting this hip as it's moving into flexion and into extension. Good. It doesn't matter what position your leg is, you could have it in this kind of position here, it just stays the same. So the longer the lever, the harder it is. Okay? So you can do that halfway one if you wish, or bring it back into a full 90. Okay, so from here we're going to come back onto our side, doing our double leg raises. So resting down and engage the core, shoulders back, and float the legs and bring them down. And again, float in the legs and lower down. Pushing up and down. So try not to roll yourself in. Just keep a really nice light finger contact here on your mat or your floor, whatever you're lying on. And again, lifting up and lowering down. Last few now, last one. And release it down, going back onto your back. So we're taking our left leg up again, heel pushed away. Engaging here and lowering straight leg. And back up. So pulling in, bringing the core muscles in towards the spine, front, back and sides. Floating the leg up, controlling it down so you feel that eccentric lengthening of the muscles here. And again, lift. Now if you want to work a bit harder, you can raise that foot and feel the difference that that makes, just having your heel, your right heel, floating. That's too much for you, and you feel the adjustment in your body trying to shift weight, you're not at that stage to be doing that. So you choose the level that's right for you. Okay, and then we drop it down. Just take a little rest. So we're coming into alternating supine twist. So stay in this position and legs are up here. So 90-degree angle, shoulder blades back and down. So roll the legs over to the right, keep your left shoulder anchored, and then engage and lift back up. So you have a slight contraction here all the time now, as we just go side to side, and just go with what your mobility allows. Just gently pull those shoulder blades in towards you a little bit, and just feel that movement as we go over side to side and back up. So take a big breath in as you return. Exhale as you lower into the twist. Inhale to come back up. Exhale and lower. Inhale, come back up. Exhale and lower. So those who want to, take your right leg straight, left leg stays bent. Just come down, release to center and change. So take it over, so we're still twisting. Oh, I can't go any further because of my blinds. And back up and in. So take it over to the right, center, and take it over. I'm going to bend my leg again, okay, because I haven't got the room. Any excuse, isn't it? Okay, and relax it down, one leg at a time. So we're doing alternating dead bug. So we all know this one. So legs are bent. So we're going to let the right arm come up as the left leg comes out. Touching and back into center. And out. Back into center. And again, take it out. Back into center. And out. Good. So again, you're just feeling the core working. And if you want to work a little harder, instead of letting your heel come down to rest, just keep it out there so it's straight, and then use your hip and your core to bring that leg back into center. Notice how different that feels from letting your heel rest and relax and then switching back on. So those who want to go a little more now, going to do the same thing. So right arm, left leg on a straight position here, and bring it to center, and opposite arm to leg. Bring it up and down. So you have the option to keep the legs straight or to keep it bent. So it's all about how you feel, not what you think you should be doing because of what I'm doing. I'm just giving options for those the different level people that watch these videos and participate in the live class. So it's important that you work at the level that's right for you. And bring that back up, bring your knees in. And then just take the left foot down, extend it out, and just come into a hamstring stretch. So just relax it there. So you can hold your calf. If that makes you stretch up here too much, hold the back of your thigh. But try to push both heels away from you. So you feel a nice stretch, ground your tailbone, and just have a really nice stretch there. Good. So just bring that leg across to the midline, just about 6 inches, and feel that stretch deepen. And then bring the leg back, bend the knee, bend the left knee, take the right ankle to the thigh, and draw the legs in if it's appropriate for you, otherwise leave the foot down. Right hand through the middle, hold on to the inside of the left thigh and the outside of the left thigh with your left hand. Try not to crunch your shoulders up towards your ears, just relax and lengthen from the crown of your head and gently pull those legs in towards you. You can do a few little circles here, tiny circles. And then release that leg down. Going to come into hamstring stretch on the other side. So left leg in, right leg out. Extend the left leg up, push both heels away. Feel that starting point excuse me, of your stretch in the belly of the muscle. Holding wherever you feel comfortable. Elbows are soft, shoulders are relaxed. Good. And then just start to move that leg a little bit, about 6 inches to the midline. So to your right side, if you have your left leg up. And then release the leg back, bend it, bend the right leg, place the foot to the outer thigh, the ankle to the thigh, draw the legs in and hold. So exactly the same as we did on the other leg, so wherever you feel comfortable. And we're just going to do some circles. And then just hold and rest it down. So we're just going to roll over onto your front as we do our stretching for the quads on the right side. So right foot back, pushing foot into hand, hand into foot. Just relax there. Sorry, I've got cramp in my foot. You carry on your own. Dear, dear, dear. So foot back, so in this position here. You can circle that ankle if you wish. So let's do that on the other side. So grab hold of your ankle. You can use a strap here or something if you wish. So pushing foot into hand, hand into foot. Relax the forehead down in your hand. Keep your shoulders square, your hips square. And just feel that nice stretch in the belly of the muscle, the front of the thigh. So you don't want to feel this through the knee joint. So as you feel those tissues release, just gently pull back a little bit more. So pushing foot into hand, hand into foot a little bit more, and try to lift the lower part of the thigh off the mat if you can. And then slowly release. So stretching the tummies now. So you've worked them quite hard today. So let's just get ourselves into position. Elbows into your side, extend through fingers. Press the tops of the toes down. Take a breath in and draw the shoulder blades in toward the spine as you lift the heart center. You can have your toes tucked under if you want to, or keep them flat, whatever your feet feel like doing today. And then just take it up to lift the elbows slightly if you feel a better stretch there. Try not to squeeze the buttocks. If you can come all the way up and get that nice back extension at the same time, relax the hips down and release it through. So we're coming onto all fours. So wrists under shoulders, hips over knees. Threading the needle, palm up on the right hand, just take that arm through, cheek down. You can take your, sorry I should have said take your left hand just slightly forwards and just relax here. Pull the right hip away behind you, so pushing it away, really opening out through that right side. If you want to, you can bring this hand to your sacrum and just hold there, opening out that left shoulder. So whatever you feel comfortable with, whether it's here or hand on your sacrum. And then just coming up. So just rock your hips side to side. Do a little circle as we come in to thread the needle on the other side. So right hand forward, left arm through, shoulder down, cheek down, and pull your left hip diagonally to the left here, really opening out through that left side body. Deepen your breath here as well. Breathe into any tense areas that you feel. And then slowly coming back up. Let's go back into those little circles the other way. And then tuck your toes under, pushing up onto your feet. Hold it here. And then from here, just start to roll your spine up as we did at the very start. Rolling the shoulders back, chin up, top of the head comes up last, and gently just roll. Bring yourself to the front of your mat. Take the fingers behind and just push down and feel that stretch across the chest. Good. Excellent. Take your arms up. Take your right arm down. And then just lift up through the side body. And really feel that nice stretch through tricep here. Release it down. Just gently roll those shoulders back and move your head. Okay, take the fingers back, push down. And reach up. tricep stretch on the left side. Grounding through your feet, reaching that elbow up towards the ceiling. And then release it down, and then just roll that head round a little bit. And release. Let's take our hands and interlace your fingers. Push forwards and up. So really feel as though you're lengthening through side body, lifting heart center to get a really nice stretch there. Pushing up away as far as you can. Just do a little tiny circle here from the hips and then release. Okay, let's take that now over to the right side. Come back to center. Just do a little circle with the hips. So using the hips to drive the motion. And then up and over to the left side. Pushing up all the while. And gently release, pulling in from your core, down. Just take a breath in as you come up, and down and come up, and again, pushing up. Okay, so we're going to take that palm tree stretch. We're going to sway to the right with your left hips coming out, and sway to the left with the right hips moving to the right. Good, so nice dynamic stretch. You can add a little circle with the arms here. So as you go side to side, so you're making a circle with your hips. And release. Let's do that the other way now. So just circle. So the movement is in the hips. Good. Really loosening up. You might feel that down in your ankles. Just had a nice crack in my ankles then. And release it down. Roll the shoulders back. Good. Just drop the chin. Take your gaze and look towards the right. Look towards the left. Center, come up. Take the ear to the shoulder, take your arm up and over, hand behind, and just lengthen through that left side. Release. Other side. Pull it down gently, hand behind, just to where you feel comfortable. And release. Pushing up and release. Let's take a breath in. Take a breath in and out. One more time. Take a breath in. Bring those palms down in front to your heart center. Just ground your feet. Just close your eyes. Just feel the support of the floor as your feet just sink into the support. Feel a lightness about your body. Just take a moment to scan your body and just feel any tension that you're holding yourself, and just relax through those areas. Bring your attention to your breath. Feel the movement of breath as it courses in and out of the body. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. I thank you for joining me today. Namaste. Well done everybody, give yourself a big hand, you did really well there. A few challenging exercises there for some of you, but if you work at your own pace, what's right for you, then you'll get through them. and you'll be fine, you'll be flying, okay? So it's all about finding your workable edge, pushing a little bit more, backing off when your body tells you it wants to back off, go a little bit more when it tells you it wants to experiment with a little bit more, okay? So thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you maybe tomorrow for the other class, and if not, I'll see you next week. Thank you very much. Bye. Bye.